11:20 a.m. So after many observations, hmm, what have we here? Um, of the skies, many recordings. Well, there we go. Uh, Down it goes back here. I now have an approximate location of a possible portal within the sky, of which many of these UFO sightings and captures within my recordings have possibly come through. This is just a theory, but it correlates back to my recording of the diamond in the sky, which took place back in here. And with, I don't know, my trail observations over many years, which of course, I am only privy to a small area of the sky, of which I have based most of my content upon pertaining to sky observations. And the trail activities typically are back in this direction towards our south, to where they crisscross east and west, and that was the typical pattern. And then we also have the same case scenario to the north, which of course I don't have decent viewing of because of the roof being an obstruction to the viewing. But every once in a while I travel over to the north side of the building, or of course record over the rooftop. And of course, which our most recent capture, UFO capture, was over the rooftop. And that too was traveling from west to east, as the aircraft was traveling sort of somewhat from southeast to northwest. However, most of the anomalous type of sky observations take place in between our north and south viewing locations to over here in our western sky horizon, if you will. And once again, that is where, well, of course, the sunset observations take place. So I've just come out here just before I started to record, as I decided, okay, let's go ahead, spend some time out here, enjoy the weather, take in some sights. If there's anything to see, and well, it has gotten where we're getting a little bit of puffy stuff, if you will, or spiky stuff, depending on the style of formation. But I have a feeling that I won't be able to survive for a very long period of time once this light actually starts to engulf the balcony with its shine, which it is creeping ever so much closer to the chair. But otherwise, yeah, just not too much to be seen at this given point in time. I could record these formations as they creep towards the light, see if there's any types of colorations to the clouds, such as those pinks and baby blues, but you know, I don't really want to be recording in the direction of that light today. It's already blinding enough, and it just gets a little too frustrating dealing with the focus issues that takes place. But I'm just rambling. I'm rather bored. Got tired of the idiot box. Once again decided to come out and enjoy this day to the best of my potential and capabilities. And who knows what we might eventually capture. And to be honest, there does not seem to be a lot of stuff floating through the air today, so I find that to be quite positive, if you will. And no, I'm not seeing anything special. I'm just kind of having a little bit of fun here. Anything should happen to make an appearance, awesome. Now there is still some fluffy stuff floating around in the air as far as like from trees. And I think well, anyways. I just thought I'd go ahead and take a moment and throw my theory out there about possible portal being in this area of our sky here. And I believe that I will be keeping track of said location. Almost sounds like I am hearing an aircraft, jet aircraft. And yeah, speaking of which, so with this recent UFO capture within my recordings, if there was a pilot to that jet aircraft, do you think a report was filed over a UFO sighting? I've been kind of pondering that thought, and I guess I can leave you with that thought as we go ahead and get close to ending this recording. Yeah. And as far as my UFO captures, most all of them are within my cryptid files and more, the playlist, and that is the title. And well, within those videos, there's a recording of once again that takes place in this location up here in the sky, to where I captured this evidently quite large horseshoe-shaped object in the sky, which I believe was only but a portion of the total skycraft, if you will. And not only that, it was just not too much further away in this location of the sky, to where within the clouds, a huge rectangular shaped object was captured, in which I show that through multiple enhancements of different colorations to be able to pull out the details. And that was quite the shock to the system to see. Basically, it looked like a huge VHS cassette tape, or old style VHS cassette tapes, up there in the sky. I mean, just crazy. And once again, you can see all of my captures that I'm aware of within that playlist entitled My Cryptid Files and More. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and end off right here. Skywise out. 11:35 a.m. We have another no-see-um, and just sat down in the captain's chair. Looked up and just by a happen chance to see it. Yeah, my recordings might be a little bit shaky today because I am having severe neck issues, which is causing some shoulder issues, arm issues. But oh well. Yeah, so that was kind of nifty to, well, to see another no see 'em. And that is all. Skywise out. 11:45 a.m. I'm sitting here and I got a little curious, so I did a real quick Google search, and oh yeah, AI is definitely taking over now because yeah, very few articles would come up. It was like AI was demanding attention to its information or narratives, if you will. But anyways, so I believe the highest point of the sun is to occur today or tomorrow or the following day, which basically is known as solar noon. And well, currently, as you can see, okay, the top of the railing, okay, and right there's the shadow. All right, so we actually have the sun that is quite high in the sky right now, okay, and because it is almost like directly overhead, we are getting very short shadows. There's still quite tall shadows to the trees out here, but as far as our so-called solar noon for today, the highest, huh, cool. The highest point is to take place at 1:44 p.m. today, okay? And that is supposed to be the highest that the sun is to be over our heads today, which of course should cause the shadowing to be that much more limited, if you will. I just thought I'd share that, and thankfully I did because, well, that was a nice, nifty little surprise capture. As I'm just sitting out here, chillaxing. It's a beautiful day to do so. Well, yeah, once again, Skywise out. 11:55. Hmm. There it is. Uh, I stand up, try to continue tracking it, but well, I'm chillaxing, and that would be facing towards the sun, so. And I can hear an aircraft, but well, I think I am just going to go ahead and focus only on what I can actually see from my chillaxed position here. Not a whole lot of sky, but well, we seem to be getting enough, if you will. And once again, I'll leave off with that. And again, Skywise out. 12:05 p.m. 10 p.m. I can't see it, so I don't know if I'm capturing it or not. I am completely blinded. So, yeah. That was probably out of focus anyways. And, where is it? Got another one flying around. Wow. The wind's really picked up. Yeah, we've got another one flying around out here someplace. Hmm. Yeah, we have the racetrack going. Or drag strip. Having one of their weekend events. Anyways, once again, Skyway's out. 8 p.m. Looking rather dirty in our western horizon. Yuck. Could have had quite a pleasant sunset. Hmm. It's all creeping this way. I thought I'd sit out here for a while, but plans are always subject to change. Slow moving stuff. I love how we have these striations going in different directions here. We can see them. Oh man, it's all creeping in. Even though it seems to be slow moving, it's creeping in quickly. Complete whitewashing of the skies. Wow. Thinking this could very well be the last recording of this Friday. Oh hey, look at that. What is that? Almost looks like a trail being lit up. Hmm. Yeah, Skyway's out. 8:25 p.m. Yeah, that's the moon in there. Well, that is the moon.